Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. It's a new season for AFC Wimbledon. We're back into League One. There was no podcast preview thing this week, so we've decided to do it in the local Wetherspoons for a short 4 or 5 minute pre-match interview before the first game of the season against Luton. Scott, come down, long drive, but you've got an amazing shirt on. I just had to tell you. Describe it.
It's just a classic, isn't it, mate? End of the day, it's a fantastic LNX, first ever shirt I ever had, so got to get it back out. Brand new birthday treat off the mother and father, so yeah.
Absolutely sexy, I think.
Nearly as classic as the new one, to be fair. The new one's lovely as well,
Yeah.
so we're looking good.
The new kits are beautiful. Kian, I'd love for you to pan over to Dad and show the yellow kit as well. So there you go.
These are who we have to put up with week in, week out, unfortunately.
He is definitely going to be leaving at half-time when we're 3-0 down. Anyways, Scott, Luton away today, Kenilworth Road. First game of the EFL season. What are our thoughts going into it? Because pre-season hasn't been great, but we've had some signings as well. What do we think?
I mean, it's weird. A fair few years ago when we played them in the playoff final at Manchester City, you'd never have thought that one of us would have gone on to play in the Premier League and now playing back in League One again. Both had different roller coasters. Our financial status isn't great. Theirs is taking a bit of a kicking as well, but you know their resources are way better than ours. To be here today, first ever time at Luton as well for me.
First ever time?
Yeah. So
we're not there for the 2-2 Steve Seddon
I wasn't, unfortunately. No, hopefully Steve Seddon masterclass today and maybe a Nathan Bishop save like and Ramsdale did that time. But I just think it's going to be a real tough game tonight, tough season ahead of us. I know full well that they're going to be up and out. They need to bounce back after the season, last season and the season before. But we need to be resolute like we were at the end of last season and try and get something here tonight.
100%. What do you think about the signings that we've made? I mean, we were playing, 3-5-2 wing backs last season, and we've lost our kind of main threat, you could say, going forward. But maybe with the 3 signings that we've made in the last couple of days, do you feel more confident going into today and pretty much the whole season ahead, I guess?
Yeah, massively. Asimwe is going to be fantastic for us because the 2 times we played against Walsall last season when he played against Josh Nerfield. Josh Nerfield was quiet both games, so he's obviously a very good defender and he can get forward as well. I like to see him a bit more end product. You know, he hasn't scored many goals this season, last season, season before. But he's a fantastic addition to the squad. I think he's going to be, up and down that wing all game and all season. Not too keen on Danilo Orsi. I must say that I've seen him play for Burton Albion against Tamworth that time, and he was in the back pocket of a plumber all game.
Seems like quite a rushed signing, maybe like desperate a little bit.
Definitely, yeah. I think we're after a striker, and he's played in League One, he's played in League Two, and he scored goals, but he's done nothing really for the last couple of seasons where you think he's going to do anything for us. So you got Bogle and Stevens who have been formidable for us last season. Bogle not so much with the goal scoring prowess, but
yeah,
I just think there's probably better options out there, but it was a bit rushed. I think the fans are getting a bit annoyed, and we've got to rush these signings. Hackford hasn't had a season under his belt either, so these are all these. There's a lot of proving to be done. We trust Craig Cope. We trust what Johnny Jackson can see in these players. So hopefully we can see what Hackford's going to bring. Maybe is Josh Kelly going to go out on loan this season?
I would say so. Probably. I think he deserves maybe I'd say like a Barnet team. I think he'd flourish in that
Definitely.
sort of system.
I mean, we've been linked today with Ollie Palmer again.
There you go.
Which, for me, I know a lot of fans won't be happy the way he left everything, but I know behind closed doors what happened with that, and you can't judge a player from going to go and play for a lot more money.
Yeah.
If we can have him on loan for a season, I think it'll work wonders for us. I think for a League One side that like getting the ball direct like us, he's very powerful, very good on the ball as well. Got quick feet for a big lad. Maybe that could help us.
I agree.
I think Bogle and Brown are going to be the ones that are going to play in the pocket behind the striker all season. They'll just fit between them two all the time. And I think it'll be Stevens and Orsi today, unfortunately.
So? That was going to be the next question.
Yeah.
If you had to pick a lineup for today, do you go more defensively? Do you play Brown behind the 2 strikers? Do you have Bugle maybe there, so it's a little bit more physicality. If you had to pick an 11,
if I pick an 11, the front three is going to be Brown in behind Bogle and Stevens today.
Yeah.
With Josh Kelly coming on, sort of 60 minutes to run the legs off, and maybe nick a goal on the counter attack. We're going to be up against it. We're not going to have acres of the ball again. We did last season. We'd have loads of the ball. So maybe we can just, be resolute. Like I said earlier on, be resolute and make sure that that we don't give anything sloppy away. We had the best defence in the league last season. It has been changed a bit with the wing backs, but Steve Seddon's a fantastic defender.
100%.
He can get forward as well, and like I said, Simwe as well. He's going to be fantastic for us. You can see that already. The only worry is Joe Lewis and Marcus Brown. They are there.
Johnny Jackson seems like he said in his interview that they'll probably be fine for today, which is mental because they haven't had a lot of pre-season.
But if they're not, they're the sort of players that don't really need a pre-season. Brown's a flair player. You know what he's going to bring. He become fitter and fitter towards the end of the season. If anything, the end of last season for him was pre-season for him because he just wasn't playing very much beforehand. But Harbottle's been fantastic, and so is Ryan Johnson. Them three at the back have been fantastic. If them three start like that today, I'll be fairly confident we can keep a clean sheet here.
100%. Final two little questions. We'll talk about it more in podcasts later on in the next couple of weeks. Like predictions for this season. What do you want to see? And then final question, prediction for today, and kind of how do you think we'll set up tactically against a really, really well-resolute Luton side?
Yeah. Well, first thing first on tonight, I think it's going to be the 5-3-2 as normal. I think it'll be Bishop in goal, Simwe right wing back, Seddon left wing back, Harbottle, Lewis, Johnson, and then Reeves, Smith, Brown in behind Bogle and Stevens just for that. Bogle just helping out in that midfield battles, how good he is, getting stuck in. Probably the best tackler we've got on the team, funnily enough. And I think we'll set up to try and nick one late on or come here for a point. You look at their squad compared to our squad, it's fields and fields apart.
Yeah,
we're not going to be able to cope with what they've got really, but we've seen it many a times how we go about our stuff and how we stand up and face up to these teams. Newcastle away against Premier League opposition, all the Premier League players. So we just didn't deserve probably to lose that really. We thought really, we had a good chance towards the end. So that's how I think we'll set up. I think we'll set up a lot of away games this season. I think a lot of the home games will as well because, you look at it in a few weeks' time, we've got Barnsley at home. Barnsley probably going to be up there.
Cardiff as well.
Yeah, they're going to come and probably, they're going to have, the best part of all the possession in the game. So it's what we do off the ball, and then when we do have the ball, we've got to see what we do with it. And with the players we've got like Brown, he can create something out of nothing. Stevens is always in the box. Hopefully, these teams, like I said in the podcast about him, hopefully Stevens can get in between them centre halves this season and take off how he started that last season because he just died down a bit because the return legs of teams kind of knew what they were doing. But for the season, I've said all along, I think we'll finish around 15th, 16th. I think we'll have a good season. Hopefully we'll have a cup run, hopefully in the 100%. FA Cup. Because obviously the long history of the club in the FA Cup. Carabao Cup, it's tough trip to Gillingham early doors. Nobody wants to go there on a Tuesday night.
I'm definitely not going there.
So, hopefully we can have a great FA Cup run because obviously last year was a bit disappointing losing to Dagenham and then obviously we got Newcastle last year, but we overcome a lot last season. This year the only overcoming is the resources we've got with players coming in and out. So fingers crossed, a good cup run, stay in the league, stay up, and then kick on next season and just keep on getting this little bit of money in. We've got some great players coming through as well.
Yep.
Carl Jennings, Harry Sidwells,
Riley Hall.
These are great young talents.
It'll be interesting to see if they do make any contribution this season.
Yeah.
I have definitely been impressed with quite a few of them in pre-season.
Well, the last season, the season before, we thought Morgan Williams might start breaking through. At Chelsea, him and James Ball were fantastic. They generally were. And it just didn't happen for Morgan Williams. So hopefully for these younger lads, hopefully they can get a chance and maybe they could be the next Jack Redoney for us and get a bit of money because that's what we need. That's what we're focusing on. I think our academy has been fantastic. I think we need to keep on producing these players.
100%.
And the more we produce these players, the more chance we're going to get of getting more money in and advancing up League One. And the end goal is I'd love to see that. And I think you would as well. I'd love to see us in the Championship.
100%.
That's the first time I ever watched Wimbledon. We were in the old Division 1, which is Championship now. And
we definitely have the facilities. It's just about resources, money, and everything like that.
Yeah.
If we want to get up there, money is vital in this league.
You have to say thank you to John Green for chucking in that bit of money and getting a good share in. Funny enough, me and Dad having a conversation. If I ever won the Euromoons, I'd chuck in a hefty amount just to just to help this club out, because indeed it's how much it means to us, and we want to have moments like last season, like Notts County away and Wembley and all these fantastic days out. We do it with everybody here. We love it as a group of mates, and we love it as a fan base when we can all get together and enjoy them moments. So
exactly,
hopefully more FA Cup runs, Carabao Cup runs, but yeah.
You deserve your Jaeger bomb after speaking about that and a long travel down. Score prediction really quickly.
I'm going to go 1-1.
Yeah, I'm going to go 1-1 as well. Take it.
Yeah, my heart says 1-1, my head says 3-0 loss. But how we are resolute and how we rather look sometimes, I generally feel we'll get a draw here today and set it up nice, and we can sit back tomorrow and relax and watch other teams get beat and see what goes on. But if we turn around and said to you, oh, you're 11th after the first game, I'll be happy.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Amazing. Well, Scott, thank you for joining us as usual. Let's hope Wimbledon can get something out of today. Come on, you Dons.